Hey, welcome to the motherfucking podcast. Shit, man, welcome back. Glad to be back. Another week with the cast. I'm your host, Rob. Got my man JD here, Peso, the Shiv, the whole squad. Welcome back to the Godcast, everybody. We got some shit on the topic. First thing, Elizabeth Warren. Okay. She got sliced and diced on the Senate floor. And it was related to trying to quote a speech from Coretta Scott King, and she got shut down, and they was like, we don't want you to say nothing about this up in here. And she was like,
what was she trying to say, man? What was she trying to say?
She was just basically trying to quote the speech that said that this senator didn't deserve to be basically in politics, let alone in the White House.
You know what? Back in like 1986, Jeff Sessions was like up for a federal judgeship, and Coretta Scott King like wrote a note to the Senate saying that, you know, because of his, you know, ties to the KKK and his racist background, he shouldn't be allowed to be a federal judge, and ultimately he wasn't allowed to be a federal judge. So I mean, this whole like racist ties, you know, has caused him a lot of spots before. So now he's been confirmed as the new attorney general. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's kind of like scared that, you know, we have a racist as the AG, which means, you know, this gives the, you know, cops and shit like that the power to
slave patrol.
You know what I'm saying? Do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, you know, the previous administration, you know, they was attacking the police. They were, you know, going after corrupt police and things like that. So, you know, you can expect that to change. You know what I'm saying? But with Warren, you know, she was basically trying to read that speech on the Senate floor, and, you know, they basically said that she was impugning another senator by doing that, which is against the rules. You know what I'm saying?
How dare her impugn someone?
Yeah, she impugned. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like it's rules to every game. And like you got.
And one is you can't be running around here impugning motherfuckers. you got to get that approved.
You know what I mean?
This what I see two things. One from, you know, saying street perspective, and secondly from a law perspective. Now, firstly, just from the streets, from the people, that's an elected official still. You know what I'm saying? Senate, she got a voice in the Senate. If there's some people that cast their votes, that put in all say, hey, we want to say that, you know what I'm saying? This is the chain of command, the upward, you know, so the voice is the thought, you know what I'm saying, that come from the people that own the land, which is the government, elected officials. However, the second part from the legal part is that the legal standpoint is that the government is no longer owned by the people. It's ran like a corporation. Right. So really, the grievances and all that shit, it's a whole different level to the shit now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think America is a corporation.
Well, and that's the thing. So it always becomes a question of how deep down what they call a rabbit hole, or, you know what I'm saying, when they say what a tangled web it is that we weave, it really even to like how. When we get through the Godcast, it's almost like we have to decide at certain times how deep we want to go with this shit today. You know what I'm saying? Right. Do we want to just have to step over dog shit, or do we want to, you know, we going to be in deep shit, you know what I'm saying? And some of this, you know, in terms of who they present out there and put in the public or whatever, it could be argued at this point in time, man, that pretty much all this shit is a sham. Put on like a theater show in front of every motherfucking body.
Well, we know that.
Well, and so this is what I'm saying. So it's almost like it's difficult sometimes to even feed into the reports of this, that, and the third or whatever. The racism then came right out in the open as like the main topic every damn day. And that's the thing, the further divide, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, it's like the poor white people is not really like, they not even of concern with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Should they be though?
Should they be?
They've been loved.
I think that
too.
yeah. That what I'm telling you is this, man. As a black man, I think that all man, as a black man that have done, research and then doing a lot of observation, man, I think that all people as Americans have suffered from a degree of brainwashing. But I think that for the white people, it's even worse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I would tend to agree with that. No. I would say that there's a definite Libra scale balance with that. It might be even Stevens.
No, they buy into the shit.
They really believe in this whole election, Trump and Clinton. They argue that shit all day.
Fuck Trump. They believe in a whole ideology,
right?
Yeah,
that's
freedom.
Well, what I'm saying is this,
and being a liberation, and they can do what the fuck they want to do. But we've been we've been taught. And we believe,
but they ain't experienced and been exposed to seeing a motherfucker get hit with a nightstick in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's because of them not being on the other end of the gun. G. Listen, a lot of this shit got something to do with technology.
I mean, but
that's the sleeping. That's the elephant in the room all the time. The difference between the Africans fighting back and not getting on them ships was the firearm. And that was a form of technology at that time.
That's a good point.
That was overpowering.
Right. That's a good point.
And to this day, motherfuckers is a step ahead of niggas.
The information
what they thinking, right. The information too.
Not what they thinking.
Not just the information. Hold on, let me get this point out. Not just the information, but with technology they use. What I'm saying is they a step ahead of motherfuckers.
And that technology that you're referring to primarily consists of, you talking about weaponry.
Exactly.
4.5 years for every 2 years of a civilian, as far as military technology. Since 19.
Wait, say it again, God. Real clear in the mic.
44.5 years for every 2 years is the difference in technology militarily to civilian, to the public.
So they'll give you the biggest thing that they're gonna give you is an iPhone and some shit. These phones to fall in love with and all this shit. When they got shit out here that really is good. If they'll let your son go in Walmart and get a little bullshit ass drone that he can fly around and learn how to do. So what kind of shit they got really out here? Right. They probably got the invisible drones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they give your shorty a drone, this some shit that you can put a camera on, do surveillance, all kind of shit.
Right. I seen something on Facebook.
They got cloaking.
Where they had a cloaking cloth.
Right.
To where it actually reflected whatever was in front of you appeared to back you, so you appeared invisible. And the cameras, it was literally like the Predator movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to look real close, like you see that motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You got that, that black ass motherfucker like, I'm gonna have me some fun.
Shit,
like
make your ass camouflage.
Bill Duke. You got that Bill Duke.
Have me some fun. I remember that line. That was a nice line.
That was a nice line. My other man was like, you got shot, you bleeding. You like, I ain't got time to bleed.
I got time to bleed. And he got to point it out to you, like, did you see that shit over there?
Yeah. Shout out to Bill Duke.
Shout out to Bill Duke for showing niggas how to soldier up. I'm having some fun.
That's gangster, bro. Way too early.
Especially when he was in Menace, man. He was like, you fucked up though.
Yeah.
So first he was like, listen here, you little bitch.
Fucking Bill Duke. All right, so we gotta move on, man. In hip hop news, Jim Jones, man, he got out here and was like, man, and he cried. And it's like, I'm not knocking the crying part because I done got emotional too, but. Man, Jim Jones cried, and
what was he crying for?
Man, he was crying.
Him and Cam beef.
Him and Cam got into it, but he was basically saying that he held it down. He done took cases. He done went to war, man, and been in shootouts for this man.
He
had to make his own way. You know what I'm saying? But since then, I did see the other story with Cam showing his side of the story. It's two sides to every story, but I thought it was a good topic for the cast. Let's talk about it. Like, what y'all think?
I really like the way that Cam actually just brought the facts to life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not on some Tootie shit. Like, You take the good, you take the bad. You know what I'm saying? He brought the facts of life.
He gave you all of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Other than Tootie Act, I kind of dig it.
The real life shit is niggas, man, is trying to get money. The guy trying to get some bread, feed his family, do that shit. So he making this move. He ain't making no bread. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit. He right. He took cases, went to war. I seen him.
The interview
beat up the only motherfucker
on the right at the Rucker.
Dipset running off leave. You know what I'm saying?
Cam told you everybody eats beef. Everybody eats beef. Why you with me? Tell me Jim ain't eating, man. Everybody eats beef.
It's not a movie, man.
Yeah, that's unwritten law. The first commandment.
You know what I thought was dope out of what he said that was kind of shocking? Jimmy was talking about the love and hip hop shit. So he says that Mona Scott was his manager at the time.
She snaked the whole deal from him.
She snaked the deal from him. He went in there to have a meeting. Well, basically, he sent her in there to have a meeting. She came out with a production deal on it.
Exactly.
For the concept, for the show, and all of this shit. And it's like, that's like, when he said that, I had thought about so many times when some shit that went wrong. That's this business. That happens all the time. Motherfuckers will get shaped. They'll get snaked. You know, they'll get Jake the snake.
Yeah, man, but you know what?
So you saying that was
Jake the snake?
That was Jim Jones' whole idea. He said his whole idea.
Yeah.
Look,
the young lady took it and shit.
Let me tell you.
And he on the back end, he still decided to get on the show anyway.
No, he got on the show because the whole idea
they felt like they owed him shit.
It was for him. The show was really for his wife. His wife wanted to get her clothing line and all the other shit on. So he like, fuck it. VH1 had been coming to him for years to try to do a reality show with him. He didn't want to do shit. So then he come to him like, all right, I'll do it if you focus on my wife and her girl. So it'll be like Love and Hip Hop is basically about the wife of hip hop artists, not about the hip hop artists in particular.
Right.
So he came in. At that time, Yandy was on tour with Cam or some shit like that. So Yandy had Mona Scott Young step in on her behalf as his manager at that moment when he was going in to talk to VH1. Like Rob said, she goes in as a manager. She come out as executive producer of the whole shit.
The whole shit. That shit was weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's so
really
so believable.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, going back to the whole Cam and Jim shit, like, it's really unfortunate that they, you know, because I know they probably like brothers and shit like that. I mean, even though, you know, they don't go back to being like 6 years old and things like that, they both like rock and, you know, built a situation that motherfuckers followed. I feel like Jim was as much of a part or, you know, factor in they whole Dipset, you know, success as the nigga Cam, even though he probably wasn't the best rapper and all that. I think he just brought that element that certain motherfuckers are, you know, attracted to. And, you know, he played a part. He played a part. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he brought.
And to diminish anybody's, you know, contribution, you know, I think would be kind of like whack. You know what I'm saying?
But speaking of niggas that he rock with, like,
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully
he signed with Rock Nation.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. It's kind of like a jab in the face to Cam because of the shit that
they're signing with the Rock Nation. I mean, I think it's because he needed to get on too and get some more bread. You know, get his bread back popping.
Right.
And Rock Nation, they signed everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So, but truth be told, my perspective on that is like, shout out to Cam. You know what I'm saying? Dude lived in the Chi for a substantial amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Was just doing his thing.
It's rough streets out here.
Chains get stolen every day. Chains get stolen every day.
Chains get taken every day.
Chains get took every day.
I mean, this is a fact. You know,
I
Can't
know
wear
about
a
that.
pork chop necklace around a bunch of wolves.
Can't do it.
They love pork chops.
They love it.
All right, so
that's like putting on fish cologne around a bear. You gonna get your ass whooped up and shit like.
Fish cologne.
You must be talking about that. Is that that curve? That's that curve shit. that Joppo, what the hell is that bullshit?
Nah, that's that shit Nick Sherrod threw on.
That joke?
When it was at that BBW party. Like, let me splash on this catfish corn.
Like, this shit smell like catfish nuggets. The whole outfit is fried hard. It's fried hard and with lemon pepper.
Fried gizzards.
Hey, we gonna be back with more with the Godcast.
Oh, fish sticks smell like
All right, so look, Dig, we back with the cast. Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
Hey, look, now check it out. Something we got next is just a theory of ours that we came up with, and what it's called is the Meek Mill dress cutting conspiracy. Okay, so word has it, when they broke up, she got a house broken into, and then the dresses, Nicki did, and then the dresses came up cut. That sound personal. What you think?
The dresses came up cut.
Yeah, you know, if a nigga cut some dresses like, you ain't gonna wear this shit that I bought you.
Hey, you know what? This shit is real coincidental, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Real shit. Like, just a couple weeks ago, motherfucking Derek Fisher, you know what I'm saying? He was in the news again about, you know, smashing old girl.
Yeah.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes pieced him up, though.
Yeah, but then, like,
Matt Barnes got mad bitches.
But dude crib got broken into, like, the next day, and they stole all his championship rings and every motherfucking thing.
Oh,
Derek Fisher, I didn't peep that.
Yeah, that happened to him. So I wouldn't be surprised if Meek Mill had.
It seems like somebody in LA kicking in some motherfucking
Here's what it sounds like. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna rearrange it. I'm gonna call it the good box theory.
Good box theory.
Like, she got good box. I mean, if you a grown ass man and you gonna break into a bird crib,
I don't think
and cut up her dresses.
So we gonna say
allegedly. Hell no, man. So
Allegedly.
That's why I can't fathom doing that shit, man.
Allegedly cut up her dresses. That means that bird has to have really good box.
I mean, you know, the box is
ain't no box good enough where it should have no man busting out no woman windows and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But niggas do it all the time.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Niggas be jumping over gates and every motherfucking thing.
Look, a nigga been on long enough to know, especially him of all people, bro. This nigga whole persona is based on his street credibility. What street nigga breaks into a bitch crib and cuts up a dress? Even if that's the type of nigga he is.
It's not a street nigga.
It's a weak nigga.
It's a weak nigga. It's not a street nigga.
A lot of niggas do some shit like that. No doubt.
No. You know how many fans and all type of shit a nigga lose off cut? Man, that's the weakest shit
I done heard some stories. You know how many niggas done poured pop or ketchup on a bitch just cause she look fresh? I seen a motherfucker on World Star, a chick on there was mad that she was like, I went out, I don't usually go nowhere, I put some clothes on. The nigga tore apartment up.
Tore a whole crib up, fam.
I'm not
like a shorty.
Look, I'm not saying that shit don't happen. I'm not saying that shit don't happen.
Yeah, because she mad and she stepped out there.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about One of Us.
Yeah.
In the limelight. With one of the bitches that's in the limelight. And we break up with the bitch. The worst thing a nigga can do is that. That's the worst thing a nigga can do, nigga.
That's bogus.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean,
like, come on,
I don't
man.
know if he even did it or not.
Niggas feeling they feelings.
I feel that. I seen the nigga. I ain't even tripping. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying,
bitches be lying.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I've seen. Niggas.
I'm not saying that he did it or not, but like,
it's a 50-50.
It is it's a 50.
In the words of Meek Mill, it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? He said it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, in terms of
that's the only bitch in the world. Man, the problem with that is this bitch a high profile bitch. So not only to say face this mark ass nigga, either A, he went in there like a bitch, cut the bitch shit up, or B, he brought a bitch with him to do it. How you feel? That's what it is.
What if she cut the motherfucking clothes up, nigga, and then put it out there like this the shit that this week nigga
That's
did?
not possible. I mean,
That's not possible.
Nigga, shit like that happens every day now.
Man,
I mean, I understand that, but
That's possible as well.
I mean,
it is possible.
This is entertainment.
I retract my
This
statement.
entertainment.
It is possible.
that's the Emmett Till old lady shit right there.
Right,
You know
it is
what I'm
possible. Right,
saying?
Emmett Till
You lie all the
demonstration.
time.
Emmett Till, that's a big loud time.
Nah, but at the end of the day, man, I just feel like if he did it or not, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely not a good look for him. And the fact that it happened like right after they broke up is definitely like
Really don't look. Don't look clean. It ain't been a whole week.
I mean, and you would think a nigga who is considered a quote unquote street nigga and all that would not, jeopardize his reputation. But you know what? He's shown,
weaknesses before like that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these niggas is fans,
But
though.
shit, we need
That's
to
what it is.
talk about some other shit like
Please.
Yeah, let's move around. All right, so next what we got is in sports news, Charles Oakley pushed the shit out of a couple of white dudes' chest. He did. Somebody probably need oxygen in their chest. When he got through with him, they must have forgot about who this motherfucker. This is the Oak. He's a bone crusher by nature before he anything.
Shout out to Charles Oakley, man. I feel like
Shout out to Charles Oakley for showing some might.
The
For
guys
putting some
get
chest
big.
compressions on your
Cause let me
ass.
tell you something. The oak tree ain't never like dealt with no nigga in his face.
The oak tree ain't never
Without
been
putting-
chopped down like
Right,
that.
he never been chopped down. He gonna always put you down on the ground. You feel me?
he straight mushed it.
He always gonna put pressure on your chest.
I mean, but look, if you come to find him in a threatening way, that's what the fuck is gonna happen. You can't surround a nigga who's known to get it on. You know what I'm saying?
With a wig roll.
Right, with like 9 motherfuckers. Right, he's gonna start pushing his way through. Nigga, I'm gonna show you how I get it. Man, he's a known bone crusher, man. He does not fuck around. Man. Charles Oakley is
But at the
mad.
end of the day, B, at the end of the day, it's like, listen.
Nah, he gonna make a few.
I've been here.
nigga too.
Hold on. At the end of the day, I've been here. I done my service for y'all. Done everything. And you gonna send somebody in my face and put their hands on me? The fuck out of here.
No, the problem is this. I don't mean to interject. Listen, check this out. Dude.
That's absolutely what I mean. I'm gonna tell you what I don't.
Let me cut you off.
Listen, I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna Kanye shrug you.
Right.
I'm gonna Kanye you. As I Yeezy you.
Right, the vibes is back, man. The vibes is back.
No,
What
hold on, man. Hold on, Smooth Baby.
All right, so my point
My
is
bad,
this. It's obvious that he had a conflict with dude before the pushing match.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That was the aftermath
That shit was personal for
of
sure.
the real fight. He probably already choked somebody up.
He was scared he was gonna get choked again.
Exactly.
That's why he kicked the boys
look,
off.
man. They showing one camera angle, what they keep on showing him pushing on them or whatever. But
They ain't showing
we
the
talking
floor.
about Madison Square Garden, man. We talking about Madison. Probably a million cameras in there, man. You know what I'm saying? So they can show what happened before that. You ain't seen what happened before that or leading up to that yet, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I thought was super whack as hell when they kind of assassinate dude character
They
with
tried
that tweet
to.
from the Knicks PR Twitter talking about some well, we hope that he gets some help and all that, like like kind of implying whether or not he mentally ill or he got some kind of a addiction issue, as if it couldn't be that y'all could have possibly not handled the situation better or more tactfully.
you know
like
what?
it's just on dude tripping.
I got a bad case of wish a nigga would.
Like he needs to get.
I told him
to get well.
You know what though? That tweet came like 5 minutes after the shit happened. You feel me?
Right, what I'm saying is, so they immediately
was
assassinating
immediately
the
trying to
nigga
jump out in front of
character.
that
You know what I
shit.
mean? He arrested. You got so you got the sports world, the organization, the owner, security, then the police, then they website. So you seeing in action one black man being, you seeing that chain of persecution.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? How it happened, whatever. Like before you this is how you get judged in public before you ever really even get to go to court.
Yeah,
And so
definitely.
that's what I take away from this situation with Charles Oakley is now this Charles Oakley, he gonna get up out of the jam. It ain't nothing. They gonna brush that off. But it done been billions of black dudes that done been Charles Oakley. But they not gonna be able to really get they couldn't get out that jam.
I mean, but you know what? Just going a little bit deeper though, it just kind of like brings to light kind of like the type of shit that the Knicks organization be on, and it kind of sheds some light too on the whole Derrick Rose situation. How they kind of got out in front of that and said he was missing.
They sure
you know what I'm saying? And created a situation about that, and really the overall treatment of Carmelo Anthony and the things that they're doing. So it's just,
but that's what I'm saying. So they slow to act and comment on different things surrounding the organization and the direction what they're going to take with the players, trades, and say the absence of Derrick Rose. You slow to make a decision on that, but with the Charles Oakley, we know right off top we need to be destroying, tarnish your reputation as,
I mean, but I think even that was
first and foremost. We know we need to do that right off top. We knew within 5 minutes we need to start making you look bad.
That's PR though. They gonna put a spin on it.
Exactly, but what about the PR for all the other stuff?
That's master showing the slave like hitting lines.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Across the board, you got money and power, you got law enforcement, and you got media all jump on dude back at the same time, but that's how it goes for a lot of people.
I mean, but
that's a quick lynching.
But what I really meant though, as far as the Derrick Rose,
this light work.
Yeah, no, this is what happened. They hit their PR department real quick. They typed up a little demonstration, sent it out to everybody, and was like, "Listen, this is how we're gonna play this whole Charles Barkley situation." Like y'all, I mean, not with Charles Barkley.
He next.
Charles Oakley. He's next. He's talking about Charles. Right. But this is how we're gonna play this situation. We go make it like he got this, that, and the third going on, and blah, blah, blah. Even though we probably treated dude like horribly, we're going to make it this way. So
we all know what it is.
And then so everybody's on the same side, right? Like, so just even with us, like if some shit going down, it's like, this is how we going to play this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, think of us as these big corporations, you know what I mean? Big companies. If I call you, Jay, I'm going to be like, yo, like, this is what's got to go down. And this is what's got to happen.
I mean, I understand that. I mean, and that's what we pretty much kind of like came to. I was just speaking on it's just showing you how this organization operates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, and how you have to question all the, shit that they say. Even the Derrick Rose being missing shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Some bullshit.
These niggas is the most.
He had some shit to handle in the shop.
Right.
They the most thuggish though, bro. They the most thuggish. That's what
the Knicks.
You talking about the Knicks,
right? But at the same time,
look, the most they had one of the most gangster niggas to ever play ball on his back on national TV. All white dudes, small niggas.
Right.
Had this 7-foot nigga damn near on his back on national TV to show us regular niggas that nigga. Right. We got y'all champion on his back, nigga, on national TV. So slow up. That's all about.
Here's another perspective to that I see though. Even say Charles Oakley, imagine him being compliant with that episode and acting. You understand what I'm saying? Just imagine that possibility. Either way, they presented an image that basically to the masses is something that desensitizes you to the thought of mob action with the 12 white dudes on the black man. But that's what I say. I peep game with that. Them carrying him off. I seen that as a parallel, like man, that's like almost like a metaphor for how most dudes actually get done in court. Though,
listen,
they get dragged by 12. They get dragged by 12 white men.
Dude, Bomani
white people.
Bomani said it best. Like he was just like on his show with the Mexican cat. On his show with the Mexican cat, Bomani Jones.
Yeah, definitely.
He said he was like, yo, like, when have you ever seen a black man who wasn't the aggressor not get catered down? You know what I'm saying? Like not get took down. Now he was escorted out. He was like, but from what I've seen before that, there was something else different. Now we haven't seen that as the general public, but he did let that loose.
Man, they fronting on him. They tried to play dude on national TV. What I like about what he he stood up and was like, "Get the fuck up off of me!
Yeah, I like
You're not gonna stunt on me on TV, bro. Fuck you, motherfuckers, man. And all y'all little.
But like
I crush you, motherfuckers.
But one thing, like I say, as a takeaway for this, if it's not Charles Oakley, if it's the average black guy, you can see how a situation that transpired in 30 seconds could get you 30 years.
Yes, sir. Get you pop.
And he got the bread to get out. Imagine that nigga that don't have the bread, like JD said.
Not only do he got the bread to get out, he also got the voice to speak on it.
But he banned now.
But I'm saying the very next day he did an interview and he spoke on his behalf.
Oh, he gonna have to roll under the Chappellery Act.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Bro,
He gonna have to.
He said he didn't even know dude was sitting in that section. He was like, when I got, because he was on the Mike and Mike show, and they asked him, like, when you got your ticket, did you know dude was going to be sitting there in that section? He was like, no, I didn't even know dude was there.
That's bullshit. That shit weak.
Orchestration of the situation.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, but check it out. Hey, we gotta go to commercial, but today's sponsor, man, made in Chicago production program for youth. Give it up for that.
Yeah.
Man, they giving back. They giving back, and what they doing is teaching hip hop production to youth. These guys are amazing. They bring everything that the youth need. It's a youth-driven project where they focus on audio production. They learning how to make beats on like 4 different platforms, learning the fundamental of hip-hop and a lot of different elements. You know what I'm saying? But they doing their thing, man.
Ultimately, it's something to help keep the kids' minds going and keep them off the street.
Yeah, give them something to do, man.
Definitely. So we definitely support that 100%.
Yep. And so the information on that, you can call the number 773-234-1073, or you can check them out. They got a blog, www.micecap.blogspot.com, and check them out. You can sign up for the class, especially if you're in Chicago.
What's the number again?
773-234-1073. Give it up for the Mike.
Give it up for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Made in Chicago audio production program.
Hey, we want to encourage everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leave comments on, topics that, you feel strongly about, or if you disagree. Because like I said before, I'll argue with your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, we will.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right. Like I didn't have time for it yesterday, but I got time, cuz.
If you just want to support or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just let us know. You know what I'm saying? So thanks, y'all.
Yup, thank you.
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah. All right, so we about to go back in. We gonna come back with a section that I love the most. It's called Game in General. Give it up for Game in General. Motherfuckers need it. You niggas need it. A lot of motherfuckers need a lot of game. And the thing about it is, I'm gonna kick it off with the shit that I'm tired of. I get so tired of shit.
I don't like that shit.
This man is tired, say.
Tired as hell, man.
The Disman and Natman.
The Disman and Natman theory. But look, the things that I'm tired of is at this point, I can't deal with the wigs that's pushed back too far. And I'm gonna give you some examples.
The lace front joints.
Okay. There's a radio host by the name of Kendra G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Beautiful girl. Yeah. But the wig is always pushed all the way too far back. Too much forehead. You know?
Like A-head.
Exactly. And so, when you on display and your forehead out here, this shit looking like a shelf. Okay? You don't need to be fucking with no wigs. I'm getting tired of that. I don't like that shit.
What about when they don't maintain it?
Yeah.
And you start looking like a rug?
A little rug. Happy ass rug.
I mean, but you know what, man? I think what come with that too is like a lot of times when chicks be having like these, sew-ins and lace fronts and whatnot, they be super flexing like
they Bang City.
Like it's your hair.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you have to keep in mind. I mean, yeah, you looking great. You feel me? And you look good, and I applaud it actually. Keep up the good work.
Right.
But let's not
You got
forget
to work some.
He came
that
from Indonesia.
that
It
you
was a
really
clip.
don't look like that, and so they should like keep just keep you a little bit humbler.
Yeah, stay
Yeah.
humble.
Shoot, I agree.
All right, so
No swimming for you.
Shiv, what you tired of?
I'm tired of birds that don't keep their kitchen clean, fam.
Really?
You got to think about it.
You can't have it.
Like I'm just saying,
You motherfucking kitchen.
You gonna put something out of that?
Let's give it up for that one. 'Cause that was decent.
like,
So what is it? Fruit flies? Is it fruit
I
flies?
mean, it's just like, I'm Chef Shiv. Y'all see me on Facebook, like, cooking shit.
Right, I like
Like,
it.
I spend my time in the kitchen. I do my grizzly in there. But if I'm gonna come to your crib,
My grizzly.
you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna come to your crib and make you a meal,
You got grease every motherfucker.
and it's like
Right,
On the wall.
all kind of shit. Like
Roaches
I'm
and
just,
shit in
The
that.
motherfucker
I'm just saying, man. Like,
That's a good one. Clean
like
your motherfucker.
clean your motherfucking kitchen.
Kitchen up.
There's two places that you need to keep clean. Ladies in your house, queens. If you're a queen, you gonna keep your kitchen clean. You gonna keep your bathroom
So
clean.
are you
Yes,
saying that you
indeed.
have to scrape the grease off the eye of the stove
just to
get
light the
get the
motherfucker.
fire lit?
That's
deep.
You
what
got
I'm
to unclog the motherfucker.
This is what I don't like that shit.
Like the gas ladder.
Stick a wire in the gas
I'm
line.
sick of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm coming over,
Right.
trying to spend some time. I got a bag of groceries and shit about to get big in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I can't even fucking
Right.
operate
So what you
because the
saying
motherfucking
is,
kitchen is not
so what
clean.
you're saying is when you're trying to fry some chicken, it tastes like purge because the grease.
And when you
got
gotta ask a
Yeah.
motherfucker, like, which one is the fish grease and which one is the chicken grease?
Right.
it's both the same.
Right. So let's move on. My man, Polar, what you tired of?
Jay Will.
You tired of J. Will?
This nigga says Jay Will. Jay Will.
What you tired of, man?
Young Who.
Man, really? Man, I ain't. Man, I can't really fuck, man. I ain't even really tired of nothing right now.
That's the first thing that
Give it up for not being tired.
I'm cool right now.
I ain't really telling shit right now, man. I'm good. Everything is love.
All right, so who we got next?
I feel you.
That's a hard act to follow, man.
Yes, sir.
When a nigga tell you that they ain't tired of nothing.
What you got, Jay?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of
I mean, I don't want to hate, but I guess I'm tired of niggas. I'm tired of people that ain't got shit to be tired of. You know what I'm saying?
going on
But that
there,
means, you got it made, man. I'm telling you, so this is what it is. I'm tired of the motherfuckers that got it made versus niggas that's getting played, Joe. That's what I'm tired of. Okay, so that seems like an inequality to me, player.
It is inequality.
That's what I'm tired of. All you untied motherfuckers. Y'all having too much fun now. Look, so that when I talk about that, I say, listen, I had one up north one time, and I was just trying to get my mind right. Went up there to like the beach or whatever. I get up there, I see motherfuckers on every type of thing. They got a wheel on it. They on skateboard, roller skating, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
everything they got a wheel.
Unicycle.
Surfing on the sand,
Yeah, okay.
motherfucker hoverboarding on the sand and shit. And I'm thinking like, man, y'all have, you know what? I'm tired of motherfuckers having too much fun when I ain't. I ain't hating. Do that make me a hater? No, I ain't hating.
Ain't having enough fun.
I'm tired of y'all.
Critical observation.
That's good. What you got, Jamal?
Man, I'm tired of
Tired of God.
I'm tired of Stephen A. Smith.
I'm kind of tired of him too.
He's a fucking clown.
I'm tired of Luda, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of old Luda uncle and shit.
Luda's uncle.
On the real, he used to have a lot of good shit to say, man. But honestly, ever since Skip Bayless left the show, his shit been kind of whack, man.
Yeah,
shit
You and Max Kellerman is not really doing the thing, but you always really cooning out a
Now
little
let me
bit,
ask you
man.
one quick question. I don't even want to interrupt, but I mean interject. When people get loud, does that really make them right? Because I see that even Father the Stephen A. Smith, like if I get loud enough and I talk like I'm passionate, but that makes it right. You can be just a loud ass fool.
Yeah, man. definitely.
Does that get the cool? The cool?
Yeah, you know what? We could get a corner of the week.
I could, man, because I don't like how he tried to play. He tried to play the man in the middle on the whole Charles Oakley situation. You feel me? Like on one end, he was like, interviewing fam and like trying to like hold him down, but at the same time, like, well, I can't support like the things that he did, just really just being on some PC shit.
So I won't throw you under the bus, but I'll kick you a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'll kick you a little bit.
Hey, so under them grounds, I think it's safe to say.
It was a little Oakley, is it?
Yeah, so he just was kind of trying to put the middle too much on that, and I just didn't feel like that was some real nigga shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Yes. If you really a friend to do, you wouldn't like play the middle.
So
what
friend is he to?
Like you should support.
He's a friend
of Barkley. No,
he's a friend of the
Charles
bread.
Oakley. He's trying to say he was friends with Oakley. He talked to him all the time, things like that. He interviewed him on his show and everything like that, so he could tell his side. However, on First Take, he was on some old, I don't support behavior type shit. I can't support the behavior because this and that. But like, I just feel like that's some playing the middle type shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I don't feel
You're
like
a fan of the bread.
You can like, play it both ways. So you can't have it both ways, Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Stop screaming. You know what I'm saying? Shave that motherfucking Kermit the Frog motherfucking fro you got. You know what I'm saying? Chop that shit down. Grow some motherfucking facial hair. Stop wearing them two big ass suits. You know what I'm saying? You looking whack out here. You think you looking fresh and shit. You looking whack, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do what he be acting on the soap opera too, though, right?
Check out
I don't know what he's doing.
He be on the Young and the Dangerous.
Like you need a new stylist, B.
All right, so my nigga, what you get? What you tired of?
Real talk. I'm tired of eating chicken.
Give it up. That's a good one. I'm kind of tired of that too. Fucking chicken. Fuck chicken.
Can I ask you what variation are you most tired of? Is it the baked chicken or is it the fried chicken?
The quarters and Pete's. It's the fried chicken. I swear to God.
The wings and shit. Boy, you ain't tired of nothing like Jay Well.
No, I'm tired of a lot of shit.
Just give me one.
I'm glad you asked.
Can you squeeze one out, brother?
You know what? I'm tired of slavery movies, nigga.
White right. Y'all making money off of slavery again.
Look, come on, man.
Massive been good to don't get now.
I'm gonna tell you something. On the real, bro, slavery movies, bro. Like, it's enough. Enough is enough.
It is.
We done so much shit in the world, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Could a motherfucker sue them for making slavery movies and getting paid off of slavery again by exploiting the concept of it?
Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. Because they don't make motherfucker what they do.
But they making hundreds of millions of dollars off of slavery again.
I mean, they are.
I mean, but
you know what?
That's a good point.
You know what it is? This is what it is to me.
Brilliant.
To be honest with you, the reason I don't like it is because it's a constant reutterance of oppression for us. Trust me. They not trying to help us, and we know that already. But we don't though. We like asking the nigga who got they fucking knee in our chest for shit.
I mean, but you gotta think about how the system is set up though, bro. It's like this. I mean, slavery, and when you think about the word slavery and what that really is, you gotta consider like how things are right now. You feel me? Every motherfucking person that works at Walmart, for example, right? You'll work there all week, right? You get your check on Friday, okay? You get your check that they pay you, like the money that they pay you for working there all week. you need to buy groceries and shit. What the fuck you gonna do? You spending the bread right back to fucking Walmart.
Yes,
Right.
the same people.
If you lucky enough to do that,
Like, you giving them
it's sharecropping, nigga. That's really what it is.
No, it's deeper than that. It's like really is you a slave to debt.
Of course.
You are a slave. You a debt slave.
Yeah, indeed.
Because it ain't no money and ain't been no money in a long time. Ain't no gold bit sitting behind them dollar bills.
Not at all.
Look, every time you put the bank, if they actually receive $10, that give them the right to say they got 100.
Yeah.
So that's how that level of inflation goes for any bank. You see what I'm saying? So for every $10 they lend, it's almost like them having 100 to play with.
Fractional reserve.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Fractional
Man,
reserve.
that's deep. Give it up for that.
Yeah,
Real good man.
So you know what? Let me say one more thing then.
Fractional reserve bank.
So that actually, on some levels, by them forcing you to do like direct deposit and participate with your check going straight to the bank, here's the thing, a lot of times, even for a lot of things that you might not support or agree with in your life, that's a further form of the slavery because you support it indirectly through your paycheck and always will.
Yeah, man.
Because you're feeding the economic structure on the premise of borrowing what you don't have.
Right. You are one of the biggest supporters of white supremacy.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
Yes, we are.
what you have to understand is like America as a corporation has always borrowed. Like we spend on the ideation,
On the promise.
and,
Yeah.
the thought and the promise
Yeah.
of what you can have,
Yeah. Not what actually.
not what actually does exist.
To acquire the
Which is
American
why
dream
we are like trillions of dollars in debt to like fucking China. Now let them motherfuckers actually call in
that debt.
on our debt.
Charlie.
Right.
You not
Then
in debt.
half the United States is
They
gonna
in
be
debt, and
Right.
you the
in
collateral.
China.
They can't call in, fam.
They can't call in. You know why?
They can't check
You know
that
why?
bag for it.
You know why they can't call it in, bro? You know why they can't call it in? Because we got the the most powerful army in the world,
Because that's where we spend our bread.
and everybody,
You right.
the other nations fuck with us. So basically,
But that's why that's where they
we'll
spend their
just
bread.
bully it. You
We'll
know
just
what I mean?
bully it.
Eventually,
go back to what-
330.
It's just about getting big. All the United
Let's
States
just go
is
back to what the Black Panther said. They
There
say
we go.
the basis of power is possessed at the barrel of the handgun.
Say it again. Say it again, guys.
Basis-
Say it again, guys. Real
Power
clear.
is
Real clear.
based at the barrel of the handgun. So it ain't about your dollar. It ain't about, your vote. It ain't about, it's about, what you could back up.
So this is a corporation in a war-based nation. This is a war empire.
Yeah.
You see what they did to E42,
Capitalism.
right?
That's what
The
it
Mexican
is.
essay.
I
Super nigga?
You said somebody did something to my nigga E40?
No,
Is that-
E42. His name is E42. This is what the government
Oh,
classified this.
they better not fuck with E40.
Yeah, nobody.
Cause that's my nigga. My nigga 40, wow. That's my guy.
They sent an Apache helicopter to a fortress of Mexico and lit his ass up from the sky.
It's about bullets.
Hey, these niggas, I'm talking about the bullets that come on fire from the helicopter in his car. 7 bodyguards plus him out the game. Now hit a lick. This is what Orange Man's doing. Orange Man is now capitalizing on capitalism because capitalism is a prison in the mind. Because based upon if you want to acquire the American dream, you have to work for it. That's bullshit. The American dream to acquire is a nightmare player and come in layers. You understand what I'm saying? The whole lick is simple. If you don't got, you won't get unless you click, stick, and hit. That's it. And that's how they JDM. Every time it's a problem, here come the aircraft carrier. Here come the motherfucking Black Hawks. Here they coming to do something real bad to you real quick.
Well, that's to the relation of the world and how policing the populace. Far as from the business aspect, they usurped the United States Constitution by the Uniform Commercial Code. You know what I'm saying? It's a corporation.
Maritime law.
The maritime law.
Yeah.
So, motherfucker, this is how the 13th Amendment, this is what I tell white boys. The 13th Amendment didn't free me. It enslaved you. We the guinea pigs, you know what I'm saying?
Well, who's to say that? See, here's the thing I've always thought. What we've all been exposed to when it comes to the Constitution, we've all been taught about the amendments. We've all been taught about the amendments. So who knows actually what the actual Constitution itself constitutes?
The article.
The amendments are the
26
changes or the modifications to it.
And the laws being made.
articles.
Just then you too.
It's the
Yeah.
Either way,
we wasn't included in that. See,
Yeah, this is Constitution.
we wasn't. I don't want to reiterate on no old shit, but the brother say, man, I'm tired of slave movies. You know what I'm saying? That movie, Birth of a Nation. You know what I'm saying? They teach about you the slaves that were submissive and passive. They're not gonna teach you about the ones that fought. Right. Niggas didn't just willingly go into no slavery. They wasn't just no bitches. No
and there was a lot of niggas that probably rose up.
See, here's the thing too, as well, that certain things don't even add up in terms of all of the dominant slave theme, because you do hear different stuff about Black Wall Street and all this other stuff, and you got to figure like some of those time periods for some people to make certain progress, or some of the advancements that they made. That's what I say. I'm tired of the movies as well, because I think that the shit is a form of brainwashing, man. Because who knows the facts? Who the fuck was there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's left to tell you.
Right.
Bottom line,
the
bottom line is the
Welcome to the
guy.
Godcast, baby. Welcome to the Godcast. That kind of shit.
You know what?
This
Real
is
quick.
Crash, man. Goddamn it! What I'm tired of is motherfuckers not paying what they weigh. Something for nothing ass won't motherfuckers. I got a problem with this motherfucking shit, because goddamn it, it destroyed our culture and it's destroying our motherfucking will to goddamn it dream.
Right.
To live, to go forward.
Right.
The problem with that is, once you break a motherfucker, you remember that motherfucker, was it Breaking of a Nation, whatever that movie?
Right.
And he's like, let me go up in here and get these motherfuckers. The ones that persecuted him, that's inevitable.
Right.
That's gonna happen regardless.
Right.
Because Mac Buddy was like, look, kid, this motherfucker broke me in front of my family, killed my people. He went in there and chopped their motherfucking head off, brought it outside. Like, hey, y'all, head soup.
Right.
So now, if in fact you do that, and we keep settling for this dumb shit, dumbing down ass shit that we're doing for as the arts are concerned. I know philanthropists that really would like to see some real art shit.
Right.
Most motherfuckers just want to just turn a little bit, turn up. Motherfucker, turn your ass in, nigga.
Right.
To this motherfucking count. I want to see that head count, B.
Right.
And if they don't do that, you one of them.
Right.
And if you one of them, AR Leaks, not far away, speed dial.
Man, give it up for that. Super game.
Motherfuckers is really tired out here.
Man, like,
Crash Man always coming with that.
it came with that Furious Styles, right?
Right.
Furious Styles.
Oh my God! He came with the Furious Style.
Furious Styles. I feel like Trey up in this.
Right. Give me the gun,
Can I get a haircut, Dad?
Son, I'm eating.
Let me out, Trey. Let me out.
I'm eating.
Continuing game in general, we got the Grammy nominations for hip hop.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody that's nominated. We got love for you. We got love for you.
Shout out to my man from the Shy too, man.
Who was
Chance?
Chance, man. We love you, Chance.
Hey, get big, dog. Get big.
Get big, Chance.
They gave Chicago a chance.
Yeah. Give it out.
Oh, Chicago gave them a chance.
Yeah. We gave Chicago. We gave him a chance. Checkmate. We won.
Yeah.
All right. So who we got? We got Drake.
I'm tired. You wanna take my place?
That's what they say.
I mean, but when do you recognize when they want to take your place?
When they smile in your face.
Okay, that's when they
They be smiling
But
and
see,
they
at
trying to
least
take your place.
they give you like a nod. They give you a notification. It's the smile in the
When they
face.
smile.
Cause you got, cause you got fake niggas giving fake love to you, straight up to my face.
Are them two different songs?
No, that's the same song. I mean, but I feel bad for you, Drake, man.
They're trying to take your place.
Yeah, that sound like a male Aaliyah type of joint right there.
He always
But he
liked
was
it.
obsessed with him. Not obsessed, he was.
He made a whole album, really. I think essentially.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm hoping that song in
Live
particular isn't
Indirectly, nigga. Nobody in this motherfucker chose their parents. You feel me? Nobody chose their situation as shorties. You know what I mean? We was coming up, niggas had to get it how they live. But everybody around us, whether it be white corporate America, other niggas who was slick and knew, hit game early and was using other motherfuckers just to come up, niggas haven't been paying how they weigh, nigga. And niggas need to start doing that shit. I'm sick of that shit.
Let me tell you something, man. Being a black man in America.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. If Allah,
An ally. You like an ally.
Oh shit! I'm turning it.
let's get it. The hunt is on. And you the Allah.
The hunt is on.
A better bag. Hey, we gonna be back with more with the guy cat.
Oh, baby,
An ally. An ally.